Teal MPs are reportedly moving to create a new centrist political party, despite previously dismissing the idea of banding together. Joining us this afternoon on The Debrief is Annabelle Brett from Mix FM on the Sunshine Coast and Ben O'Shea from The Nightly in Perth. Good afternoon to both of you. Ben, what are your thoughts on this? They're basically saying there's a vacuum now because the opposition seems to be moving further to the right. Do you think this will work for the Teals?
Well, there's certainly some truth that is happening. We're seeing the coalition do that to try and stave off the assault from One Nation. Meanwhile, you've got Malcolm Turnbull, who's come out today and denied that he's working behind the scenes, trying to get Liberal MPs to defect. I think the former PM doth protest too much. But in terms of whether or not a formal Teals political party structure could work, it's a boom or bust strategy. Currently, they already vote as one block pretty much in Parliament anyway. But the appeal to voters is that they're independent. And the idea that they're all going to come together and all toe the party line, I think, is not going to work for all of these independents. And all it takes is a few to pull out and then it all falls apart because a party is only as strong as its weakest candidate. And whether or not the Teals can actually come together remains to be seen.
Ben made some great points there. The bottom line is there is a massive issue with trust, we know, with major political parties at the moment. Then if you vote for an independent because they're independent, isn't that breaking the trust to start with?
It does feel that way. It's kind of like the biggest loser in all this is the word independent because it's completely lost all meaning. I think, like Ben said, the sentiment is there that people trusted independence because it felt different. It felt away from the two-party system. And it doesn't seem like they're going to have much impact in regional, where One Nation is flying at the moment. So I failed to see what the point is.
Yeah, interesting you mentioned regional because we know the big support for One Nation is in regional, and we understand 4 regional independents have already ruled out actually joining a new political party with the Teals at this stage. Moving on, Taylor Swift has reportedly ruffled feathers ahead of her upcoming nuptials to Travis Kelce, with reports the wedding invitation specifies no +1 guests for their A-list, I guess, friends and family. Ben, do you think this is rude to rule them out?
No, I support it. Anybody who's lucky enough to get an invite to this wedding should be grateful. The hundreds of millions of people around the world would froth over getting an invite to this. And if I was Taylor Swift, who is very, very closely and tightly managing this event, I don't want some rando rocking up who I haven't completely vetted and who knows is going to do what at my wedding. So I think anybody complaining should just get over themselves. It's one night. It's going to be amazing. If you don't like it, don't go. There'll be plenty of people on a short list to fill your spot.
Well said, AB. Do you agree? Because that's the issue. If you don't vet them, they're live streaming, right? The wedding.
Nailed it. I think that the +1 thing is so American anyway. We don't do that here. I hate it. I remember when I was 19, I'd been dating a bloke for 3 months and got invited as a +1 to his cousin's wedding. That family's going to have to crop me out of pictures for the rest of their lives. Was it worth it for a situationship? I don't think so.
No. And finally this afternoon, controversially, beloved Aussie snack Cheezels is shaking up taste buds with the launch of a brand new salt and vinegar flavour. Now, while some early taste testers gave the new variation a big thumbs up, some on social media are divided, with one person writing, and I'm quoting here, the flavour is in the name, one flavour cheese. Ben, yes or no?
Oh, it's a yes for me. I love these kind of weird collaborations. I think they're amazing. They're hit and miss. It's Russian roulette for your taste buds. But that's how I discovered that Vegemite and cheese hot cross buns were actually the greatest hot cross buns of all time. That's a hill I'm willing to die on.
Oh, my goodness me. AB, your thoughts?
I normally like disagreeing with Ben, but as the most passionate lover of salt and vinegar flavour,
yes,
I only welcome more players to this party. We need more salt and vinegar, not less. And I tell you what, if my husband had come to me with a salt and vinegar flavoured Cheezels, he wouldn't have had to buy a diamond.
AB starting the salt and vinegar political party.
Yeah, exactly. I need to mention your jersey. I cannot walk away without mentioning big news in the NRL. So are you stepping up to the new role as CEO of the NRL? AB, exclusive here?
As long as I can do the chip fluencing passion piece on the side, I will take Abdo's role. That is not a problem at all.
Supporting Queensland. And Ben, you're supporting New South Wales. Good to see.
That is incorrect. That is an accidental wardrobe choice. Queenslander.
Ben, you should know better this week. You should know better.
We'll see you soon. AB and Ben, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Dash.